what's going on, everybody? I have another awesome tour for all of you. This one is really cool because recently, earlier this year, I did a Ford Econoline build all by myself. So we are doing another Ford Econoline, right? The 250, 350?
I think it's a 250.
250?
Yep, 2011.
Sweet. We're gonna get all those details from my main man right here. Also has a company called Flippin Vans, so we're gonna flip and check it out. Yeah, let's get right at it. What's up, Palmer?
How's it going?
Palmer, you just reminded me that it's easy to remember because of Arnold Palmer.
Arnold Palmer. My mom liked lemonade, my dad liked iced tea, so it's named after the drink. That's not true though, it's a golfer.
Very awesome, really good reference. If it's a little windy, guys, I do have my mic with the dead cat on it, so if there's a little bit of wind noise, we apologize, but we are in like the wind belt over here.
We are.
So yeah, man, what do you got? This is not yours, I believe it's for a client.
I'm with Flippin Vans, we're here in Denver. This van we did for a customer, we're showing it here this weekend. They drove out from California. It's I think it's a 2011 Ford E250. We do a lot of builds on these Econolines and Expresses. So kind of the low roof vans is, we do the higher roof and anything you bring us will build, but we do a lot of them on this. So this one is extended length, which is pretty cool. Two-wheel drive.
So Flippin Vans, people can bring you the van and then you just do it.
Yeah, exactly.
Will you do anything?
We'll do anything. Tell people we're not like a super custom shop, so we don't build, you know, anything. We build practical, we build what works, we build simple. My model is kind of like, let's build something that's solid, that lets you kind of grow into it as you go, rather than you paying us every dollar to do the most custom thing and things fall apart and don't work anyways.
If anybody who's new to my channel, they might know that I don't typically talk prices with professional builders, but you've told me your price points, and I gotta say, they're rather low. So maybe after this they're going to go up, but yeah. you're actually really inexpensive. You're relatively priced correctly.
Thank you. Well, yeah. So that's kind of our been the model throughout, is building something, again, like I said, simple. So on a build like this, there's a few different options, but everything's pretty standard. Any Econoline or Express, again, the like lower roof vans, this thing has everything. The rooftop deck, which I'll show you, full package. This one's about $23,000 with custom colors. A few things you could add to it, but again, this is kind of our full package, would be right there around like 23,000, and then it could be less. It starts at 16.5.
23 grand just for the build.
Just for the build.
That's really not bad.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, and then you bring the van. We've done everything. I think we did a 1996 Ford Econoline all the way up to like 2014.
Yeah.
Chevy's still making the Expresses. They haven't really updated. So yeah, we'll do any of them. And then, you know, we do the high roof Sprinters, ProMasters, Transits, whatever.
Bring me kind of through everything. We'll start at the front and we'll kind of work our way back, and we'll finish up on the outside later.
Awesome. So yeah, so this van, a lot of people are using these as weekenders. Some people live in them. But again, low roof. So I'm 6'3". So
yeah, you're tall, dude. You're a tall guy.
I need all of the space. This is the one time in life I want to be shorter.
Okay.
And like every inch in the van life is so crucial. But so starting off with a swivel chair up here, obviously that's big, especially in this where you're not standing. This is kind of your main like sitting area, whether it's office or working remote or eating or whatever. This is kind of your main sitting area, I think.
Which swivel did you go with the Econoline?
We did a swivel from Swivel Shop.
Okay.
I can't remember the exact like makers of it. I don't know if they make it.
Yeah.
But the one we like, it's just a plate there,
yep.
So it's not a full base. So you can do a diesel heater if you want.
It's like my number one question when I was doing my Econoline build was, where'd you get your swivel from? I was like, I bought mine off eBay.
Yeah, that's probably the same one.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I think they're linked through the Swivel Shop or whatever.
Okay. Yeah.
So yeah, that's kind of the thing in these vans is there's not as many. The hype's not around them. So there's not the ProMaster Sprinters. You can buy anything, window coverings and swivel chairs, and every piece and part has been made for these. We don't have the luck with that, but I was telling Jared, we started building these and moving to ProMasters and Sprinters and stuff. It's like, wow, there's actually people make stuff for these. They're a lot easier. They're more square. So these things are like a tube. The second one we've done, but then you can only limit your countertop size. So if it's just one person, this is great. Cabinet over here, so we build all those in house. You know, it's a good amount of space. Big drawer there. We're on these locking slides here, so they don't really rattle or move around. Essential, but on this bottom one, it is. So fridge is another like kind of an upgrade that this one has. We do sometimes just a Yeti cooler.
What brand is that? Do you know?
So this is Alpacool.
Okay.
Is the fridge?
Yeah.
So it's a good budget fridge. Honestly, it's the biggest one for the size, and we've had some really good luck with them. That's something, again, where if somebody's like gung-ho, I want Dometic fridge, I want whatever, like we'll do it, but you know, this is...
Can you open that up?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like,
so
can I see inside? Oh, you just
got that thing filled with waters right now. Nice. We also put on slides that are long enough so that it actually slides far enough so you can open the the thing. So we had to think about, you know, you can't open the lid if the
Right.
slides don't go further. So that's cool, and it can go down to freezer temperature also. Back behind, which you might need to get some B-roll of this, we tuck everything away pretty nice.
Oh yeah.
So battery, and then kind of up in this crack, you can't really see it, but
I'm gonna try to get it from
yeah,
below.
yeah, see if you can get it.
There you go.
So we got all the solar nicely tucked away, and then that's all just Renogy, and it's on an app that they make that's really good. So you shouldn't have to get back there for any reason. Fuse box is back there, charge controller. If
So
you
you got
had
the
to,
one
you could.
battery?
This is just one battery, 100 amp hour.
100 amp hour, yeah.
Yep, 100 amp hour lithium.
So the client uses it as a camping rig?
So yeah, lots of campers, you know, weekenders, stuff like that. Is that what your question is?
Well,
Just-
yeah, I was kind of like,
yeah.
because the 100 amp, it's like, could you get away with it living at it? You probably could.
Yeah, sure.
But I always advise the portable power stations.
Totally.
You know, that is just an extra added, I get to charge my laptop, or I get to charge
Yeah.
a phone, or whatever.
Totally, yeah. So this has 200 watts of solar.
Okay.
It's got a 100 watt inverter. So, and then 100 amp hour lithium.
That's
So
really
it's kind
it.
of a
That's
simple
it.
setup. Yeah.
Yeah.
Charging your phone, you know, running the fridge, running the fan, the max fan.
And these little ones, this is really all you need.
Totally.
You know, and if you cook off of propane or something like that, then you're fine.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Do you
And-
run a diesel heater?
Oh, no, we don't like as a standard, but we can. You know, this is gas van, so we do put them in sometimes for sure. This is kind of, you know, what's been interesting to me to see. We're in Colorado. I'm from here, based here, but like there's so many people, more than I would have thought, that are like camping in their Subaru, camping in their Jeep, camping in their 4Runner every weekend. They go
Every
ski,
weekend.
they go camp, they go fish, whatever. And so this for them is the next. They look at this and they're like, this thing's massive.
Yeah,
So
this is
much
a game
space.
changer for them.
Totally.
Yeah.
And your storage is set. You know, in your car, you're like laying your seats down, putting your bed, putting your storage. Kind of the way I think of this one is like, this is the, you know, entry class. It's awesome, tons of space. Again, some people live in them.
I'm going to give you a little bit of a compliment right now, because we're going to talk about durability of build and like, or craftsmanship.
Sure.
Okay. When I went underneath to go look at all that stuff, I noticed that your cabinet maker, it's one of your best friends,
Yep.
used Baltic birch
Yes.
for all of your cabinetry.
Yep.
Baltic birch is a very high grade wood.
Yeah.
Not less creaking, way more expensive.
Especially right now, yeah.
And I wanted to talk to you about your craftsmanship of your builds, because there's a lot of, you know, van builders out there that their craftsmanship is kind of lacking, and you can't see that on videos and pictures.
Yeah.
And I wish I could show the craftsmanship better on my camera, but I can't.
Yeah.
So
Thank you. I
Talk to
appreciate
me
it.
about your craftsmanship.
Yeah, well, hopefully the worst case, but the fourth van we ever built as a company, I think we're up to like 68 right now. The fourth van we ever built had a rollover accident in Kansas, and
my
it
God.
flipped 4 times. And the guy was totally fine, thank God.
Yeah, that was my next question. Was he
yeah,
okay?
The kid was fine, and his dad, it was a young guy, and his dad said, you know, I think the way that you guys built it helped save his life.
No
Which
way.
I was like, you know.
Did that bring a tear to your eye?
Honestly, I mean, I'm like, it's so much better than the other way, right? Your cabinets flew off the wall, everything fell apart, it did more damage.
Yeah,
So
especially using like an MDF, where
Totally.
we just like rip the screws off or whatever, right?
So we're super, super thankful. So my thing has always been like function, making the solar work, we're learning electrical, learning all those little intricacies. My best friend Andrew, who you mentioned, who's our cabinet guy, he is like the most anal guy I know.
Yeah.
And so it's a good balance, because obviously in a van you can't have everything totally perfect, but you also should do a quality job. And so, yeah, so everything's Baltic birch around. We use beetle kill tongue and grooves, pretty common.
Yeah, I
This
wanna
stuff's
get
super
inside and
sturdy.
show.
Yeah.
Can I sit down
Yeah,
here?
absolutely. Jump in. Simple, but you can grow into it. Our thought is, you know, this wall here. With this, using this thick material, you know, I've done some partial builds for people, and they use such thin material and whatever. So it's like, you know, you want to add a little shelf or a little hook or whatever, you can't. This, it's like you want to add a
That's
little.
3/4 inch. That'll hold the shelf.
That's gonna hold. You know, the cabinets, something like that. That's something that we fix in there, not just on the walls, but yeah, anything, you know, you could add right to it.
And that's the thing. That's what a lot of people aren't talking about right now, is like the like I said, craftsmanship, quality of build. Like you just mentioned cabinets, like you bolt that right to the ribs.
Yes.
And there's a lot of people not doing that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And I wish that, like, that's what I was trying to convey in the last couple minutes. So
Yeah.
thank you so much for talking about that. You put a massive bed
Yeah.
in here.
Yeah, so luckily this van, I mean, luckily for them, I guess, luckily for me, I'm taller. This is an extended, so this would be like a 15 passenger van or extended cargo van. So this is a queen bed, the entire queen bed. We use 6-inch memory foam, super comfy. So the other nice thing with having the extended is not only is the bed bigger, you get 3 upper cabinet you know, 3 doors there, so it's larger upper cabinet and more storage underneath. So it's kind of a win all the way around. Shorter Econoline Express, we'd be running a queen across ways, and then we'd kind of modify it a little bit just to fit. For a short low roof van, you get in this and you're like, there's so much space.
Yeah, there really is, and you guys did a great job with that. Again, I will compliment your guys' beetle kill that you used, the blue pine there. That stuff is so cool.
Yeah,
I really love the look of it.
Thanks. I do too. And also, like, I did one where we did white shiplap for someone, and in a small van like this, especially, your feet are getting up there, you're kicking the walls, you know. So she had it for like a month, and she was like, oh man, I wish I didn't do the white. So we love this. We stick with this, or like a clear pine if people want that instead of the beetle kill. But
a really nice bed platform you have there. Did you guys have any support in there? Like, how does that all work?
Yeah. So yeah, good question. It's basically, we build the bed boxes out of 3/4 inch material as well, birch, and insulated underneath there, which helps for like the road noise and then also for the warmth and stuff around the cab. From there, we're fixing just like 2x4s across this. They're really sturdy. And then back to the point, if somebody wants to add hooks, I've seen people like suspend skis or snowboards or whatever,
sure, and
you can just mount right to there, or to the sidewalls, or even to the floor. So it's, you know, for us, it's like, again, your space is not a ton in here, so to have all the space below and then such a slim bed is crucial. You build that thing bigger, it's like you lose all that space. So just this solid bed platform is key.
That's a clean, simple build.
Yeah,
I don't know how else to say that. Go to the outside and kind of show. I mean, the smaller vans, we build them to be out of them, not inside of them. That's
right. So yeah, I mean, and that's kind of the cool thing too. You're right here, you're setting up a table, you're cooking, you're doing whatever, and you're just all your stuff stored in there, your bed's in there, you're comfy.
I mean, I love these Moonshade. You talked to me earlier how much you like these more than others.
I really like Moonshade, and they're not paying me to say this, but one of the reasons is because this van, you know, I'm 6'3". If I had something that was fixed up here that I had to unzip, I'd have to come up here and do it. I can reach this, but you know, you go to a taller van, you're not reaching up there.
Yeah,
it's gonna be a pain.
I'm 5'8", and it's hard for me to reach. Yeah. You know, and if you have somebody that's 5'2",
totally.
You know, and there's plenty of people in van life that are short.
Totally.
You know?
So these are cool. So we build these roof racks in house. I can show you. Well, it's deck. I'll show you the other side, but it's cool because they clip right to that. They also have like magnet anchors, so you can just slap them anywhere. So
that's great.
They're really cool.
Oh, and you double shaded it up. Look at that.
Double shaded. We're showing them off this weekend. So
I might steal. I'm gonna come sit. Yeah. Probably by your guys' van this weekend.
Hang out in the shade for, you know, kind of the storage area.
Well, talk to me about this beefy lock here, man.
I didn't put that on there. So
whoever the client did.
That's one of the funny things with these vans is, you know, people are finding these. They're not brand new vans that are coming to us. So another thing that makes it a little challenging for us is like every van, you know, some of them have contractor shelves, or they've been beat to hell or whatever it is. Yeah. So it's like, you know, we have a little bit of fun working with that. But yeah, this had a big lock on. I think this was a prisoner transport van.
No way.
California. Yeah. So it looks a little bit better now.
Can I put that in the title? You think?
Yeah,
I think I'm allowed to.
That's fine.
Okay, prisoner transport van.
It was literally, it had these like thick industrial. I mean, you can see all the screws. It had these like, frames around. Yeah. It was.
Oh my God, that's awesome.
Looks prettier now, but yeah. So this, you know, we'll do a big table that flips up there. Same sort of the beetle kill here. Looks really cool. Little burn in there.
Yeah, obviously you got to put your logo.
Got to put it there, but you can add stuff to that. Tons of space here. We do under cargo area light, so there's a switch for that.
That's really nice. I don't know how my lighting is with that, but people could see it.
Some lights under there, and then, you know, we do a little. Here's just a little like 12-volt power setup here by your bed.
You got to.
So
you got to.
Nice and easy. All the cabinets, to go back to your craftsmanship, they kill it. They're on these pistons.
It's not my craftsmanship. I just touched on it.
Yeah, Andrew's craftsmanship. The guys are great. Max fan there, which is my favorite part, and a reason. Another thing that's cool with these low roofs, you mentioned kind of most of what you're doing is out here. I kind of say it's like there's 2 stories to this van. You have your inside, and then you have your rooftop deck, which I don't know if you want to jump up.
Oh, I'm jumping up.
Yeah, sweet.
I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of heights, but
it's not too high. That's the nice thing about this.
I'm gonna give you that.
Yeah. Not too high.
There's Jet.
There's little bro. So 2 panels. They got a little camo look. I should have wiped them off, but so we build these racks.
How much can this hold? Do we know how much weight it can hold?
I've had like 7 people up here.
Okay,
I don't know
partying.
I don't have like a scientific rating there, but they're great. So I mean, tons of hangout. And honestly, the nice thing, I mean, you see it on the buses and stuff, but when the van's too high, a lot of people don't even really get up there.
No.
This is like,
this is perfect.
You're close to the ground. You could use it for extra storage or whatever.
Has anyone slept up on top of these vans? Like
Definitely.
I know people in my life have, but have people on like
For
these
sure. I got
vans?
some
Yeah.
cool pictures and videos and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a huge surface area.
Do you know what the decking is?
Yeah, so it's just pressure treated. Pressure treated.
That's not light.
It's not light. We did a measurement before and after the full build with the deck with everything, and it was like 1,100 pounds.
Nice.
Which 15 passenger van, you get 11 kids in there.
Oh, this can handle
that was
it.
all.
This absolutely can handle
Which
it.
is, yeah, it's another, this is a big 5.4 liter 2500 van or 250. So these things are super, super capable, especially here in Colorado. You drive in the mountains. I like all the new vans. High roof is great. These things are underrated for sure.
They're super underrated. Is this, I didn't ask you, maybe you said it, is this a 4x4 or is this a 2-wheel?
This is not a 4x4. I think they're sweet. Those Quigley conversions or other,
quad
other
van,
conversions.
yeah.
Yeah, totally. Timberline, whatever. There's a lot of them.
Colorado camper, actually.
Colorado camper van. You join up here. They're like 30 something grand. Just for
they are
4x4.
not cheap.
So we've done. So Chevy made Expresses as all-wheel drives.
Yeah.
So those are pretty common out here. That we've done a good amount of those builds because they came as all-wheel drive.
Lastly, I just mentioned Colorado camper van. Would you do a pop-up tent or the pop-up tents like the turtle style?
That'd be awesome.
In a Colorado camper, yeah.
For sure would.
That'd be fun.
Absolutely, yeah. Yeah, we I mean, love to get creative.
Flipping crazy, man.
Yeah. Flippin' Vans.
Flippin' Vans, man. Well, thank you so much, Palmer, yet again. Where can we find you? What's your website?
Just flippinvans.com, Flippin Vans on Instagram. We got
Cool.
it. So no G, flippin'.
And now I got a place to stay in Colorado, guys.
Absolutely, 100%. We'll
All
have
right,
some
cool.
fun.
Thanks, Palmer, and we'll talk to you soon.
Yep.
I could